Stacey Waaka, the smiling assassin who conquered rugby union, sevens, and league. Stacey Jamie Aroa Kirsten Waaka is one of the most remarkable multicode athletes New Zealand has ever produced. A two-time Olympic gold medalist, Rugby World Cup winner, elite try scorer, and trailblazer across rugby union, rugby sevens, and rugby league, Waaka's journey is defined by resilience, adaptability, and an unrelenting hunger for excellence. Nicknamed the Smiling Assassin, she combines a calm demeanor with ruthless finishing ability, making her one of the most feared attackers in women's rugby over the past decade. Born on November 3, 1995 in Papakura, New Zealand, Waaka's rise to global sporting prominence is rooted in a life shaped by movement, adversity, strong family ties, and an unwavering commitment to representing her country at the highest level. Early life and family background. Stacey Waaka was born to Simon Waaka and Raewyn Waaka, née Allen, and is the youngest of 5 children, with 4 older siblings, Shannon, Bronson, Beautyon, and 1 other sibling. While Stacey was the only child born in New Zealand, her early years were marked by frequent relocations between Australia and New Zealand, as her family moved back and forth several times during her childhood. When Stacey was just 1 year old, the family moved to Melbourne, Australia, where they lived for 8 years. During this period, Waaka was exposed to a wide range of sporting influences, thanks to a family deeply rooted in athletics. Her father and brothers played rugby, her sister played netball, and her mother had a background in athletics, gymnastics, tennis, and netball. In 2005, the family made a pivotal decision to return permanently to New Zealand, settling on a farm in Rawataki, located in the Eastern Bay of Plenty. The move proved formative for Stacey. Her father came from a large family, one of 17 siblings, meaning Stacey grew up surrounded by an extended network of more than 70 first cousins, many of whom lived nearby. This environment fostered strong cultural identity, community values, and competitive spirit. Of Maori descent, Stacey affiliates with the Ngāi Iwi, a connection that remains central to her identity and sense of purpose. A life-changing bus crash. In 2011, at just 15 years old, Waaka experienced a traumatic event that would shape her character forever. While riding home on a school bus near Rawataki, the bus was struck from behind by an unladen truck. The force of the collision threw her from her seat, leaving her lying in the aisle on top of other injured students. Displaying extraordinary calm and leadership for someone her age, Waaka used her cell phone to call the police, then assisted injured children, including her niece and nephew, off the bus. She later walked to a nearby early childhood center to contact her mother before returning to the crash site to continue helping others. The crash injured 36 people, with 28 hospitalized, many suffering broken bones. Waaka herself sustained lacerations to her legs, injuries that sidelined her from sports for several months. The incident left a lasting impression and became a defining moment in her personal development, reinforcing her mental toughness and compassion. Years later, this act of bravery would be formally recognized by World Rugby, who named her to the Unstoppables 15 in 2019, a symbolic honor celebrating women who overcame adversity to thrive in rugby. Early sporting talents and Olympic inspiration. Before rugby ever entered the picture, Waaka was already a gifted all-round athlete. By the age of 15, she was a New Zealand youth international in touch rugby and a promising netball player. In fact, netball was her primary ambition, and for a long time, rugby held little appeal. That perspective changed in 2012, when Stacey saw television advertisements for the Go for Gold program following the announcement that rugby sevens would become an Olympic sport. For the first time, she saw a clear pathway to becoming a full-time professional athlete on the world stage. At 16 years old, Waaka attended one of the national Go for Gold trials, joining over 800 young women assessed on fitness, rugby skills, and character. Although she impressed, she chose not to fully commit at the time, wanting to enjoy her remaining years of high school. Her turning point came in 2014, when she began playing for the Waikato women's team in the Farah Palmer Cup. Her performances immediately caught the attention of national selectors, earning her invitations to New Zealand Sevens training camps and setting her on an irreversible path toward elite rugby. 15th debut and early international career. Waaka made her Black Ferns 15th debut on June 27, 2015 against Canada, a milestone moment that coincided with her brother Beautyon Waaka making his own debut for New Zealand in Rugby Sevens that same year. In 2016, she transitioned into the sevens environment, joining the women's development squad and making her international debut in the faster, more physically demanding format. Her explosive speed, footwork, and instinctive finishing made her an immediate standout. 2017 Women's Rugby World Cup glory. In 2017, Waaka returned to the 15th setup and played a key role in the Women's Rugby World Cup campaign. She featured in 8 matches as New Zealand stormed to the title in Ireland, reclaiming global dominance. That same year, she graduated from the University of Waikato with a Bachelor of Sport and Leisure Studies, majoring in sport management, highlighting her commitment to life beyond the field. Becoming the smiling assassin. With Portia Woodman sidelined by injury during the 2018-19 World Rugby Women's Sevens Series, Waaka stepped into a starring role and dominated. She finished the season as the leading try scorer, earned selection in 4 out of 5 Dream Teams, and won 2 Impact Player of the Tournament awards. It was during this period that she earned her iconic nickname, the Smiling Assassin, a reflection of her cheerful demeanor contrasted with her lethal attacking efficiency. Olympic gold, Tokyo 2020. The postponement of the Olympics due to COVID-19 temporarily halted the Sevens circuit, but when the Games finally arrived in Tokyo in 2021, Waaka was ready. She played a crucial role in New Zealand's campaign, culminating in a gold medal victory in the Women's Rugby Sevens event. The triumph marked one of the proudest moments of her career and validated years of sacrifice and preparation. Commonwealth Games, World Sevens, and continued excellence. Following Tokyo, Waaka continued to collect silverware. She won bronze at the 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, silver at the 2022 Rugby World Cup Sevens in Cape Town. She also made a brief appearance in Super Rugby Aupiki, representing Chiefs Manawa in 2022. 2021 Rugby World Cup, played in 2022. Waaka was named to the 32-player Black Ferns squad for the delayed 2021 Rugby World Cup, hosted in New Zealand. She played 5 matches, scoring a crucial try in the dramatic semi-final win over France. In the final against England, she scored early in the second half and later delivered a brilliant offload that set up a decisive try. Although she suffered an ankle injury and was forced off the field, her impact earned her Player of the Match honors as New Zealand claimed their 6th World Cup title. Premier Rugby Sevens in the USA. In 2023, Waaka expanded her horizons by joining Premier Rugby Sevens, PR7S, in the United States. She signed with the New York Locals, captained the team, and helped guide them to a second-place finish in the championship. Her leadership and consistency reinforced her reputation as one of the most complete players in the global game. Paris 2024, back-to-back Olympic gold. Waaka returned to the New Zealand Sevens setup for the 2023-24 season, despite battling calf injuries. In June 2024, she was officially named to the Paris Olympic squad. At the Games, she scored 6 tries, finishing as the 3rd highest try scorer in the tournament. One of those tries came in the gold medal final against Canada, sealing a 19-12 victory and earning her a 2nd Olympic gold medal, making her one of the most decorated athletes in New Zealand rugby history. Transition to Rugby League. Immediately after returning from Paris, Waaka joined the Brisbane Broncos in the NRLW, fulfilling a long-planned switch to Rugby League. She scored 6 tries in her first 6 matches, adapting seamlessly to the code. Her season was cut short by a fractured fibula, but her impact was undeniable. Despite limited appearances, she was named to NRLW Dally M Team of the Year, RLPA Women's Dream Team, Brisbane Broncos NRLW Rookie of the Year, Return from Injury and Warriors Move. Following a longer-than-expected recovery, Waaka returned to Sevens action in 2025, scoring 9 tries at the Vancouver tournament. Later that year, she was named in the Black Ferns squad for the Women's Rugby World Cup. In October 2025, she signed a 2-year deal with the New Zealand Warriors in the NRLW, marking the next chapter of her elite rugby league career. Television, awards, and personal life. Beyond sport, Waaka has also worked in broadcasting, serving as a presenter on Te Ao Toa on Māori television in 2021. Her honors include Junior Māori Sportswoman of the Year, 2015. Multiple World Rugby Dream Team selections. Inclusion in the Unstoppables 15. In her personal life, Stacey Waaka married Ricky Floller in late 2019. The couple separated in early 2023, after which she resumed using her birth name. Legacy. Stacey Waaka's legacy transcends medals and statistics. She represents resilience, cultural pride, and the evolving power of women's rugby across codes. From surviving a traumatic accident as a teenager to standing atop Olympic podiums twice, Waaka's story is one of courage, adaptability, and excellence. Whether wearing black in 15s, 7s, or transitioning to rugby league, Stacey Waaka remains one of New Zealand's most influential and respected athletes, a smiling assassin whose impact will be felt for generations. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe to our channel for such interesting content. See you in our next video.